so we're performing a sewer lateral inspection for 1920 East 3rd Street in Benicia, California, 94510. They do not have an accessible clean out for the main house, so we did have to pull the toilet, and we are running the camera through the toilet flange. Right now I'm at the city drop down for the main lateral within the street. So we are going to be pulling back. This is going to be basically the city tie-in. It's actually right after this drop. It's a bit tough for me to get up that hump right there, and that's everything going out to the street. You can see some toilet paper that's caught up there, and there's actually a break in the pipe, and it's cracked on the fitting right there. So definitely a major concern for that. That's going to stop up everything exiting both buildings, so that's going to include the ADU and the main house. So I'm going to be pulling back now. I did mark this. We are in the street right before it meets the concrete connection for the sidewalk. Alright, so here we go, pulling back. Right now we're in clay pipe. So we do have an offset right there. Right here, this is the main city cleanout. Looks like someone used some water. Alright, we're going to be pulling back some more. Looks like there is a minor offset right there. Looks like it's just starting out. And we should be underneath the ADU right now. There's another offset starting to form there. And another. Another offset. Now we should be under the ADU. Okay, this is the ADU clean out. So now we should be under the ADU once we pull back from this clean out. Looks like they tied in the water connections up there to the right. You can see the water flowing down from there. So I believe everything's tied in from that point on. We're pulling it back now. There's a major offset too, I didn't mention, but the major offset on that ADU clean out, so that's a bit concerning. That's going to heavily restrict the flow coming out of both buildings. So there's not one but two major offsets that everything's going to have to move past in order to get out of the building and into the city sewer. Another offset right here. That's just going to be affecting the main house. starting to form here. That's a pretty big one. And actually, keep pulling back until we get to the main connection for the transition between clay and cast iron. Another offset here. All right, right here, this is actually going to be the transition for the clay pipe to cast iron pipe. So we are now already located this section, but we're underneath the staircase at the front door of the property, the first step. So we're going to pull back now. Right, so now we're going to be pulling back into the rest of the house. It's a heavy amount of buildup in here. You can just see all the outer walls. And right there, this is going to be the drop down for what I believe is the bed for the sink here. We're about 7 feet in. Gotta be pulling back here. Now, once I pull out of this toilet flange, I'm probably not gonna be able to get it back in. It was very difficult to get it through here. So you can see all of that. It's just, that pipe is at the end of its line.
Beyond the end.
Beyond the end. Yeah, it's seeing better days. But it's normal for cast iron. You can see that just huge chunks of just build up and rust, and the pipe's not even a pipe anymore. It's just a corroded tube. And right here is going to be the top one. It's just valleys of all of that buildup there. Now everything coming out this toilet kind of has to swim around that. And you can actually see how narrow the path is right there. It's hard to tell when you're looking right close to it with the camera, but further away you can actually see the difference. Okay.
That was bad.
Yeah. Almost got it. There it is.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Yep.
No good. What do you think it would cost to replace something like this? I won't hold you to it.